The Maori Party is started on the long road to try to rebuild by 2020, preparing to appoint a new male co-leader within 2 months with well-known Kate Dr. Lance O'Sullivan the likely frontrunner. The party was booted out of Parliament after yesterday's election, and Roro Flavel said he will step down as co-leader after losing his Wairaki seat to Labour's Tamatai Coffey. That will leave the party to choose another male co-leader when it has its AGM in 6 weeks' time. One of those in the mix is understood to be Drive O'Sullivan, a prominent, highly respected doctor from Kaiteo, who had intended to stand as a Maori Party candidate in 2020. O'Sullivan has not yet returned calls, but former co-leader Terry Amataria said Flavel has signaled he had expected to retire after the 2017 term anyway, and O'Sullivan expressed interest in taking over. He may now be called on to do that a few years earlier to help rebuild the party from outside Parliament. Other possibilities for leadership include former broadcaster Shane Torama, and, if he decides he has the appetite, Mana leader Hone Arara could also return to the fold to try for the leadership. He could not be contacted today. Taria, the party's founding co-leader and first MP in 2004, has also leaped back into action to try to salvage the party, saying she spent today in talks with other party members. "I'm a bit gutted, but already planning for the next election and also planning what we think we should be doing without having any voices inside Parliament." Taria said she would now get more heavily involved with the party again, but ruled out the leadership or standing for Parliament again, saying at 72 she had done her dash. Today was an emotional day for Flavel and his co-leader Marama Fox, both of whom got teary in interviews. Fox said she was determined to turn the party's fortunes around again. "I'd like to see us contest the next election, regroup and take stock and understand what it is our people wanted from us that we didn't give. The people spoke, they chose a different pathway, and so we have to take responsibility for that." The party had once held 5 seats, but Labour had gradually won them all back, partly because the Maori Party governed under National. She planned to talk to Arara soon and did not know whether he would be interested in standing again or rejoining the Maori Party. Fox believed Labour MPs were helped by Labour leader Jacinda Ardern's appeal and the rise in Labour's fortunes, as well as the Labour Maori MPs taking themselves off the list. Ardern said she had respect for Flavel and Fox, but Maori voters had made the clear choice. Voters would have looked at outcomes for Maori over the period the Maori Party had been in support of the National Party. "We could have done so much better on behalf of Maori communities and Maori voters." Labour's Maori campaign director Willie Jackson had also fought hard against the Maori Party, despite efforts by Fox and the party president Tukaro Irangi Morgan to persuade voters it could favour the Labour government if it had the balance of power. Fox's job will also come up for a vote, and Taria said while it was up to the members to decide, she believed Fox had done a good job and was courageous and completely unafraid. The party will also hold a post-mortem of the election. Under Morgan, the party ran a more aggressive campaign than usual, recruiting candidates such as Waikato Tainui leader Rufui Papa and getting an endorsement from the Maori King, a tactic which appeared to backfire after Labour's Nene Mahuta held her seat convincingly. Taria said it was up to Morgan to justify his strategies, but she had always believed the party should be organised by grassroots members rather than the hands of a few. She said one of her main concerns was that NZ First Leader Winston Peters would dismantle the Maori Party's work in areas such as Winora because it played to his constituency. Flavel believed the term in the wilderness could even help the Maori Party. "Maybe it's good that we stayed out of the road for 3 years because then people will know actually what we had in our hand is now gone." The downfall of the party's MPs was regretted by fellow politicians across the spectrum, from Green leader James Shaw to National MP Judith Collins and even the party's arch-nemesis Winston Peters. Peters said he did not agree with the party's policies, but Flavel was the classic person you need in this country a millionfold. Flavel believed the term in the wilderness could even help the Maori Party. "Maybe it's good that we stayed out of the road for 3 years because then people will know actually what we had in our hand is now gone." The downfall of the party's MPs was regretted by fellow politicians across the spectrum, from Green leader James Shaw to National MP Judith Collins and even the party's arch-nemesis Winston Peters. Peters said he did not agree with the party's policies, but Flavel was the classic person you need in this country a millionfold.
Thanks for watching. Please subscribe my STC News channel. Goodbye and see you again.